I'm a talker after, I've known you for 6 years.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden I start opening up.
You're a talker to one person.
Yeah, I'm a talker to one guy.
Yeah.
You podcast.
Yeah.
Go.
Let's do it.
Here we go now. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming to the Pizza Hummus podcast. We got Vince and Richie.
Yep. That was Richie's first time doing that. And we got a fun topic or possible multiple topics to discuss. As most of you know on the show, we don't actually pre-plan a lot. We just kind of write a bunch of stuff, send it to and say, yeah, that'd be so fun if we said that. And then we actually, oh crap, we have nothing to do. I guess we have to say that. So one topic I thought of was dreams. Mm-hmm. And I even went up to the extent of I wanted to have us say, okay, we're going to talk about dreams. And then every day before the recording, we have a little dream journal. And we write down our dreams, and we say like what they are,
Boy, wouldn't
and how
have
they
that
can be
been
crushed.
Sweet. Yeah.
But we didn't do that at all.
So whenever you tell somebody a dream, do you ever get them? It doesn't even look like they're listening, but at the end they go, you know what that means, don't you? Means your dad didn't hug you enough. Like they try to every dream has a meaning no matter what. Did you ever get that?
Yeah, and I tried for a long time to find meaning in my dreams.
Yeah.
And then I just realized that like that just makes it worse.
Yeah, it does. I mean, some of them they're like some of them are easy to do, and it's like, yeah, I can justify that. I mean, you don't really have to. You could say, "Oh, yeah, I spent my whole dream worried that I was going to fail a test." Oh, that just means you have high standards for yourself. Great. My day doesn't change.
There's the thing that they say that you get like 12 dreams every night, but you like forget them all.
Yeah.
How do you know it's 12 dreams then?
That's what I want to know. Isn't that crazy? Because I don't understand. Because that's hilarious. Because that's what you hear. You don't not dream. You just forgot
what they say,
that you dreamed.
you eat like 60 spiders a day.
Yeah, come on. That doesn't happen. I refuse to believe it happens. And if it does,
why would a spider need to go in a moist mouth?
Why would it go here?
Why? You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, and I have yet to wake up being like, what's in my teeth? Spiders.
I think about that. So every time someone says that about the spiders thing, my brain. Here we go. Back to my brain. My brain immediately goes to me waking up in the middle of the night, pulling a tarantula out of my mouth, like it's halfway in there, just crawling.
Yeah, like you think that would wake you up? You know,
Yeah.
maybe someone tickling your nose and you sneeze. Or there's never been one time. Now I may have eaten a spider, maybe, but why would a spider go to such like you never like, oh, you know where spiders are? In swamps. Yeah, there's spiders in swamps, but most of the time they're always like in the corner of your house, just sitting there
They're just
waiting.
in corners.
They're just making webs and just waiting. Why are they're not going in your mouth?
Yeah.
All the food's coming to them.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Maybe the spiders who go into people's mouths are the reject spiders who can't make a good web, and they're like, nobody's coming into my web, and so I'm going to look for food here. And all his friends are like, yeah, that's Gary. He's never really been that bright. He's like, yeah, we'll let him go get eaten by the monster. He's like, here we go, as he's propelling down. This is going to be awesome.
they don't know what they're missing.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, there's food in these guys' teeth.
This is great. I don't know why anyone went, whoa, tongue.
Personification of spiders is hilarious.
I got 8 lives and 8 wasted them here. Wait a minute, that's cancer.
Yeah,
So.
9 lives, 8
9
legs,
lives, 8 legs,
1 dream,
octopi,
1 band, 1 sound. Nick Cannon, drumline.
I always have this dream, and it's weird because I've always thought, oh, maybe I should do grad school. That was always kind of like in the back of my head, back of my mind when I was in college. And then for some reason, after I graduated, I get these dreams that I'm still in school and I'm terrified. And it's always, for some reason, it's always this situation. I'm there, and I signed up for a science class, and I didn't know about it. There was like an error in my sign-up thing, and I signed up for it the whole year, and it's the final, and it's some science class, and I have to figure out before class starts, there's that little 5 to 10 minute interval where everyone's getting ready. I got to figure out what we learned in this science class so that way I can be better prepared for the test. And I'm terrified, and then eventually I wake up. I've had this dream so many times, and one of the things I thought was interesting was it's always science. It's always a science class that I'm afraid of.
Your dream is such a, when you were setting up the fact that you were about to tell me a recurring dream you had, the recurring dream I was like, okay, here's what I got, is the exact same formula as what you said.
Okay.
It's me in school, in high school. I am not in high school, and I'm late for the bus. I'm late for an exam. I'm late for class. It doesn't matter, but I'm late, and it's a long dream of me continuing to get more late, and it's like a panic attack the whole time. And then I wake up, and it's never resolved. I'm just always late all the time.
Another dream I have, so I've had that one recently. Like ever since I graduated college, like it's a college level course, but I also get this dream where I'm back in 7th grade, arguably the worst year I've ever had in school was 7th grade. I dream that like I'm back in 7th grade, but I'm conscious that I already went through this and graduated college and everything, and I'm trying to tell people like, hey, listen, I'm not actually a 7th grader. I shouldn't be here. Like, I graduated and I have a job. Like, I got to go to my job. Like, I'm an adult. And they just say, quiet. You don't have a voice. Shut up. And then something around that lines. And then I'm just terrified because I'm stuck back in 7th grade all over again. I get that a lot. I get that paranoia dream or a lot of times, which is really weird. And then another dream I have, which is super sad, and it shows like how little of confidence I have in myself, is I'll have a dream where, okay, so it's the same situation. I'm in middle school, and I go, okay, Vince, you know that you're actually older and you actually graduated. Now is the time that you can say all the comebacks that you were too afraid to do before. So kid comes up, hey, Vince, you suck. And I say my comeback, no, you suck. And then they come back with something worse, and then I'm stuck, and then I wake up, and I go, son of a... I go, you gotta be kidding me. I go, so now I'm sitting in the shower for 20 minutes trying to think, well, better come back. Well, you're gonna flunk out in high school. I know it. I saw your future.
For your next dream, you look like Will Smith in I Am Legend, just leaning up against the wall, taking a shower, just thinking about your life. A little too real.
Was that in Hitch?
I think that was an Hitch. That is so Finch. Still can't out insult the stupid 7th grader.
I can't.
No, you suck.
I'm like, hey.
Every time mine it's the same formulas, but it's different things. Is fighting somebody or I'm gonna defend myself or beat somebody up. And all of my dreams where that's like the context is I can't punch.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, here I am now. I'm ready for it. And then it's like I'm punching through like zero gravity jello. So it's like super slow and resisted. And I'm like, this is my nightmare.
No, there was time.
I could have trained. It's the worst. I
should have been near more Pokestops. Then I could have trained more.
I literally have 2 levels of dreams. It's either a bad dream full of anxiety, or I forgot all my dreams. I don't dream, basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It's never anything like, boy, I want to go back to sleep so I can relive that.
Did you ever I get this dream sometimes too, and I used to get this ever since I was little. The dreams where you're getting chased by a monster, killer, whatever, scary thing, but you can't escape. Like all of a sudden, like you said, like you can't move your arms, you can't face. One of my things that happens is when something gets really scary, I don't know if it's because I'm waking up or what, but I slowly become blind and I can't see. So like I'm getting chased and I can't see, even though it's a dream. So technically my eyes are already closed and I'm dreaming, but I can't see. And I wonder if that's because I'm trying to wake up.
Yeah.
So I have like a mid thing. I don't know what it is, but I'll have this times where I'm like, oh crap, I'm getting chased, and I go, I can't see anything. I can't see. Why can't I be chased? And then eventually I wake up.
That's pretty sweet. And as far as
not
like,
really, it's terrifying.
It's not. I mean, it is. It's sweet as far as that you noticed it.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 things that can happen as far as that can be not actually, I guess, kind of dangerous. Is when you sleep, when you sleep and dream, 2 parts of your brain get shut off. One that controls your motor skills, moving, and like you get paralyzed by your body when you're dreaming.
Yeah.
And then, or the other one is it paralyzes your another part of it. So certain people, if you're sleepwalking, and the other part is it puts you to sleep. Those two things, paralyzes your mind, paralyzes your body. So one thing that can happen is that you sleepwalk. Your body forgot to paralyze you, and you're walking around while you're dreaming. The other one is you wake up, and if you've ever had this, where your arm or a part of your body is not just like numb, like when you it feels weird, but like it's genuinely you can't feel this. Have you ever had that?
I think it's more of I just woke up and I was sleeping on the wrong side.
Okay, no, this is like it's crazy once it happens.
Are you talking about sleep paralysis? Where, because I used to get that. I had one time it scared the crap out of me. Where I don't know if it's a dream or not, but you feel like, okay, I'm awake right now, but I can't move my body, and that's
that.
And you just can't move. Not like, oh, I'm touching, can't feel it. It's just I can't move.
That's
like I am
full
stiff.
On. Yeah, that's full on. Like the arm thing is more common than that. That's pretty crazy as far as like that's full on where it is where you're like I can't move anything to touch another part of me.
To make it worse, I had a dream. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a dream. I don't know if I just actually woke up. I don't know what it was, but I had a situation where in high school, not in high school, sorry, in college, where it was me and my roommate, and it was one of those dorms where both beds were actually in one room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sleeping there, and this is how I remember it. I'm awake. I'm in my bed. It's pitch black, and I can't move. And I'm confident that there's people in our room walking around looking at stuff. And I'm trying to wake up my roommate saying, hey, there's somebody in here. I'm trying to say it, but I can't because I'm fully paralyzed. Is that the craziest thing you ever heard?
I don't know. That's weird.
Is that freaky?
What is that?
I don't know. I used to have it. I had it in I had it in college, and then I found out my brother
Someone
had
should
it
make
too.
that into a movie. I don't like that.
I think
all.
it is a movie, but I had something like that. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Where it was like this sleep paralysis, where like I couldn't move, and I thought for sure that something was moving in, but it was just weird. Yeah, I felt like, and they said, "Oh, yeah, that's sleep paralysis," and I was like, "I don't like that." But the weirdest part was feeling that there was somebody else in the room just walking around.
Now that's
like,
the
looking at
weird
stuff.
part. Yeah,
that's the scary
That's
part.
weird.
So that's where I don't know if it's a dream.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I mean, there wasn't anybody in there.
Yeah. Did you ever sleepwalk as a kid?
Apparently, I did. My mom said I used to sleepwalk a lot when I was younger, and I would be sleepwalking. They say, "Okay, Vince, go to bed," and then I would just end up like going to bed.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that.
Right.
And my wife hasn't said that I do that, and I don't think I do that much anymore.
Yeah.
But I guess I used to when I was little.
Yeah, same here. I haven't in a decade or more, but like there was like two specific times where it was like one time where I sleptwalked into my bathroom. I walked into the bathroom, sleepwalking, turned around, locked the door, and then began knocking on the door saying, I can't get out.
Oh, wow.
And then so my whole family's up, and they're just like, Richie, just unlock the door. And I'm like, I can't. It's locked. Because you could just turn it on. And then, which had to be like, is he possessed or what's happening? Because I'm assuming you're like monotone or whatever. And then the second time it happened wasn't a big event, but I remember I woke up in my hallway standing up, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go back to bed.
Now, have you ever done lucid dreaming, where you're aware that you're dreaming and you can somehow take control? Like my thing was like, oh, I'm not in middle school, but you were still turned into a middle schooler, and no one believed you.
Yeah.
I'm talking like, wow, I know that I'm dreaming right now. This is like Neo for the Matrix.
Let's ride this wave.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that happened to me once, maybe twice. No time recently. I don't have anything specific. I was like, oh, sweet. And then I carried on. Do you know there's people either that claim to or can do it on purpose?
There's some dreams where I'm positive that it's real, and I'm freaking out, and I'm there, and I'm waking up, and I'm like, holy crap. That's one extreme. The other extreme is I'm so aware of the dream, I go, okay, now that I know that I'm aware, I'm going to be waking up soon, so I should enjoy this. And I can do things like I can fly. I do that a lot. I actually do a lot of flying in my dreams.
That happens pretty often for you?
It's a hit or miss. Sometimes I'm not aware. Sometimes I'm completely aware. That's just
pretty
really
crazy.
depends.
Yeah.
They say like one thing you can do is like you can check you can look, if you look at a mirror it won't show your reflection. That's how you can tell you're dreaming. You want
That's creepy. I don't like that at
yeah,
all.
I don't like that either. But what I do,
You can spin a top, and if
Yeah.
you never stop spinning.
but what I do is I'll pinch myself. You know, like pinch me, I
Yeah.
must be dreaming. I'll pinch myself. I'll try to hurt myself a little bit.
Mhm.
You know, not like stab myself. And if I can't feel, then I go, oh, I must be dreaming, which can be dangerous because I feel like if that was a different situation, that could be bad. Oh, I'm numb. Oh, I can go do whatever I want.
Yeah.
But no, but what I'll do is I'll pinch myself, and if I can't feel it, I go, okay, I'm dreaming. Then I'll try to fly. And here's the thing. When I try to fly in my dreams, I don't Superman it and just go up and I can fly.
No.
I don't float. I fly the way I swim. So I jump and I move like I'm swimming. So
Yeah.
so like imagine for like the viewers, kind of like that frog type swim, where like you move your arms and you move your legs in that one singular motion. I do that and I will slowly go up, and then I just keep doing that, and that's how I can fly and I can hover over stuff.
Not the most efficient flyer, but a flyer nonetheless.
No, yeah, no, I could do that, and then I'll just like then I can just kind of move, and it's like swimming, like I'm swimming in the
Yeah.
sky. And the good part about it is that as a dream, I'm still not 100% confident, like, oh, I'm dreaming or not. So when I do it, I don't like jump off a roof.
Right.
I don't jump off things because I'm always because
We're still practical.
I'm so practical. Like I know, like okay, I'm gonna start running and then I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna try the swim thing.
Yeah.
And if I do that, then I'm flying, and that usually works.
Yeah.
And I think I'd also do that too because I'm like, well, what if I'm not dreaming and this is real? I don't want to jump off a building and die.
Right.
If I just run and jump and I'm not going anywhere, then I know that this is real.
That's it.
But every time though I do that, I can swim and I just kind of I fly around and I go around. But then I have a very, very limited time because then I start waking up. Once my body's aware
You're
of like,
halfway
yeah,
there,
you're
yeah.
dreaming. Now it's just waking up and I got to do whatever I want to do in the dream
Yeah.
before I wake up.
Yeah. Vincent, the Michael Phelps of the sky.
It's just weird. It's just a weird, I don't know. I can't explain
That's
it.
crazy. I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
It's like I actually looked it up, like how to lucid dream on purpose, and it's a job. You got to lose sleep over it. Well, what you got to do is you got to go to sleep, and you got to go to sleep counting backwards. And I go, I can do that, but then it's like, okay, then you got to set your alarm for 3 a.m. And then when you wake up at 3 a.m., you got to go to sleep counting backwards again.
Oh, because you got to
Yeah,
like
so-
be woke up like at certain REM cycles and stuff.
I guess. I don't know.
It's
It's like where you putting yourself to sleep, but you're doing something like, I guess maybe with your mouth or your mind to keep you somewhat awake. So you go into REM cycle while you're still somewhat conscious. I don't know. How about people who could do the thing where you can like you go to sleep, but then you get out of your own body and then you can look at yourself dreaming. You walk around your house, but you're still technically dreaming, but you're not. What's it called?
I don't know.
Astral projection.
Yeah, that was in they did it in Insidious. That was a good movie.
That
I
Insidious
can't do
is
that.
one of the best.
I can't do that. So if you think wow, this Vince guy, I think
Maybe-
he's lying. He can do everything.
Yeah.
I've never done that. That would scare me.
Isn't
I would
that
be
weird?
Terrified.
I don't
I'd
wanna
be
do that.
terrified. I wouldn't go, oh, cool, that's my body. I'm gonna go do stuff. I'd be like, oh my god,
Yeah.
am I going to heaven? Am I going to hell?
Like, you imagine you're like doing it, you're like, holy moly, there's my body. You walk around, go to make yourself a dream sandwich, and there's just a guy standing there. Sup? He's got like a beer belly.
So wait. So you think it's like an online community kind
It
of thing
is!
where like everyone's
It's-
like all the astral projections can see each other?
Yeah, and you could, but in Insidious, they could see all the demons and the devil, and
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
such a good movie.
That was a good. Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night from having a nightmare and then have to watch a cartoon or something?
Oh yeah,
I do. Yeah, I do it all the time. I'll
I'll
get
here we
up.
go.
I'll get up and I'm terrified and I'm like, well, I can't go back to sleep. And sometimes the dream doesn't make sense, and that's what's terrifying about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, and I'm like, why am I so scared of this? There was like talking bananas. I don't understand. I'm like, but I can't go to sleep. I can't have the talking bananas get to me
You
again.
just wake up in fear again.
Yeah. So then I'm like, okay. So then I sit there and I'm just exhausted beyond all measure. But I'm sitting there watching Netflix on my phone and just trying to watch like Pokemon Indigo League or something. And I'm just like, I choose you, Pikachu. And I'm like sitting there. I'm like, just think about Pikachu. Think about how much of a douche he was in episode 1,
No one knows.
and that'll help you go to sleep. I actually, in terms of food and sleeping, sleep wins every time.
Yeah.
Sleep, I value like now there's some kids who they're like, oh, I have insomnia. I'm like, no, you're just a quitter because sleeping is amazing what do you mean? Oh, yeah, I stay up till 5 and then I have to get up at 6.
I don't understand that at
and I
all.
go, I only have like 3 hours of sleep. And I'm like, are you just saying that just so that way you can get attention? Because if you really do that, like you're missing out on the best part of life.
Like it's I don't understand like how are you not tired? Like do you not do enough during the day? That's got to be it. The days that I don't sleep good or well are goodly. The days that I don't sleep well are the days where I didn't do anything all day, which doesn't happen, especially in this past year. I'm always doing something all day for 14 hours, and then I get home, and then I go, boy, doing anything other than sleeping sounds impossible.
There's no way you're like, oh, I have no sleep,
Yeah.
and you're just never tired.
No.
You have to be tired for at least the daytime, and then the nighttime your body goes, okay,
Party
it's time
time.
to really get up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're like, oh, sweet, I can browse on the internet and look at nothing for 6 hours.
Yeah. I do incorrect math. Like, I'll be like, all right, so I'm tired right now. It's 8 p.m. I figure I'll go to bed at 10. I wake up at 6. I get a good 8 hours. So I'll get into I do that wrong math. That's the problem. I'll get into bed at 10, but I forget every time that my nightly routine is to look at my phone going through YouTube videos for an hour and a half. And so I get to bed at 11:30, and then I get 6.5 hours of sleep. Every single time.
Like a champ.
Yeah. What am I going to do? Get into bed at 8 to plan for my hour of YouTubing? No.
I don't. So you go on YouTube when you're on your phone.
Yeah. I go on my phone. I'm just in bed, and I just go, okay, cool. All right. And it's like, it's all fitness videos and crap like that. I don't even need to watch this. Why? It's just this guy telling me what he ate all day.
Maybe there's something online that I can look at.
It's obsessive
do whatever.
compulsive, and I hate it. I can't get past it.
I hate it. But then I remember, like back in the day, the thing I loved to do was like, okay, sweet, it's weekend, awesome. I'm gonna go on the computer, and I go on and I hit the power button, and it goes dun dun dun, and it takes 17 days to load.
Mm-hmm.
By the time it loads, it says, oh, you need to do an update, and it waits forever to do the update. Then I finally log into AOL Instant Messenger just to see all the friends that I'm not gonna talk to.
Right.
And then I go on like MySpace, and every other page I have to wait and load for an advertisement, and it's craziness. Now I literally just, I wonder what's going on in Aruba. Done.
Nailed it. I know everybody.
Hey, I'm gonna play this song.
Play Born to Run.
Yeah. Go.
No, it's ridiculous. Like I'll find the moments in the day of where I'm like, can I justify not worrying about if something's coming up on my phone? I'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna hear. I don't have to deal with anything from work. Won't have to answer a call or an email about work. Put my phone here, and I'll just turn around and walk away, and I'll just float away into paradise for 7 minutes before I go back to sleep.
Yeah.
It's the dream.
It is the dream. And I don't know if it's a millennial problem. It's a problem with everybody. Here's something that is funny. And everyone craps on millennials for this.
Mm-hmm.
But, I just remember growing up, my parents were like, oh, why are you always using this type of technology? They're always giving me sass on it. Now, all they're doing is asking me how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you going on Facebook? There's stalkers everywhere. Hey, how do you go on Facebook? And I want to put nothing private, and I want to give out all of my personal information. And I got to sit there and be like, no, you can't do that. It's weird.
Flipped.
It's weird. In the 90s, it was like they would teach you about like security information, or you're not going in a chat room unless I'm sitting there next to you, listening and making sure that you're safe.
Yeah.
It went from that to now I'm like, Mom, you can't put out your credit score.
Can we just agree
On Facebook.
how creepy of a statement chat room is? Like,
Chit chat.
I don't think I've ever been in a chat room. I mean, technically probably, but like chat room sounds like a place where you go in, it's all white walls, you sit in a chair, and the only person in the room is a big 40-year-old man with a beard. And that's it. That's a chat room. I go on AOL.
Chat room.
I go to Instant Messenger where I talk to a bunch of people with away messages that say, you know where I'm at, doing math homework. Algebra 1 is crazy. I'm 7.
And it's just all those crazy fonts.
Yeah.
And it's all Comic Sans with like black and like really dark blue, so you can't read it, or like really dark red,
Yeah.
or like super dark pink. It's always like dark. for some
Light
reason.
blue on light purple.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You're like, all right.
You don't understand the color wheel. I just never like chat room is the word like the news uses. a boy was abducted after using a chat room. It's never like he was on AIM. He didn't see it coming. They added him. They said they were in his math class. He was in a chat room. He was looking for it.
He wanted it.
Yeah.
He saw what he was wearing. Purple.
You in there. Light purple on light pink.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, with and that was the thing with AOL's Messenger was like people would leave away messages, but if your computer shut off, it just said you were gone. So no one liked that. That wasn't cool. It was leaving your away message on. That was cool. But my parents, they didn't want to leave the computer on because you're wasting the energy bill.
Yeah, Stock and Edison.
And we didn't have Windows XP for the longest time because Windows XP you could log out.
You had
it was still
98.
on. I had Millennium Edition. I mean,
What? What are you?
I had that for the longest time.
What is this? The Ritz Carlton?
Yeah, it was a good time. The economy was good in the
well,
auto
hey,
industry
yeah.
prior to 2007. So I would do whatever I could. Like I would turn off the screen, but it was still on, and then I would just like put a chair over by the power,
A little
like,
piece of tape.
anything I could, so that way my away message could say like, you know where I'm at.
I'm playing guitar.
Playing guitar. Yeah,
Saving up for the new Fender.
That's what I did. And I would say, yeah, like, oh, I'm playing guitar. I'm like, yeah, now everyone's going to know how cool I am.
Right.
Because I have this away message. That's a big basis of how Twitter started. Was Twitter, they noticed that people liked to do that, of what they were doing.
Yeah.
But you couldn't keep it. So Twitter was like, let's create something to where we can keep it. Now, is this information true? I saw this on some random documentary that I can't even remember anymore, so it's probably not the greatest source of information.
Yeah.
But that sounds like something that's true because
That makes sense.
That was something that people really like to do.
Yeah.
Was they did that. And so when I'm like, I don't understand Twitter, that actually makes sense for some reason for AOL Messenger was showing like, oh, where were you? What were you doing? People wanted to share. And it wasn't like, anything super private. It was always something like broad. Something like, oh, I just want people to know that, I'm skateboarding. Gotta go.
I'm just taking it one day at a time.
I'm about to learn some skateboarding tricks. BRB. Message me if you want.